If you are a web designer or developer, whether you are offering your services as an individual or freelancer, or you're an agency, or maybe you are a website owner and you're worried about your website security, then this session is for you. Hi, I'm Anil from marketingautomationfocus.com. Today, I'm talking about a WordPress plugin called WP Security Ninja. I'm going to show their website for next couple minutes. If you're watching this video, you can skip the introduction if you like. I will have chapters in this video. And then after I talk about a little bit about the Security Ninja plugin and their features, I'll show you pricing information as well as of this recording. And then I'll take you at the back end of my own website uh, that I have just installed this plugin, and I'm going to just go through some of the initial steps after installing this. So I've not done that. I've actually done that on another website. So I figured I'm going to show you how things look, as I'm using this plugin for the very first time. So on the screen, you see it says WordPress security made easy. And I think it's true from my experience, although I'm also fairly new. And in full transparency, I don't think I've signed up for their affiliate program, but I'll give you my opinion as I see things. So it's totally unbiased, regardless of whether I'm their uh, affiliate or not, whether this video is sponsored or not. So so this is their website address is wpsecurityninja.com. And they also refer this plugin at the back end as just simply Security Ninja. So it's the same thing. Okay. So let's just scroll down. Is your WordPress site safe? Don't wait until it's too late. So true. So true. So I'm just going to quickly scroll down to some of let me move this myself a little bit to the right, top right there. And you can see there's a ton of features here, and some of them I'm personally interested in. Main WP integration, easy install wizard, change login URL, firewall, events logger, malware scan, auto fix problems, redirect block visitors. I'm just reading a few of these. There are a lot of these, and if you have the right plan with white label option, then that might be of interest if you're an agency or even a solopreneur offering for your clients. Now, this firewall protection is also very interesting to me. To be honest, I don't remember if I do have a free version of WordFence, and I don't remember if it has firewall protection. Maybe it does. So I'll tell you more about that when I show you the back end of my website with this plugin and then actually using it to scan the website. So we'll find those things out. So just quickly, so this feature, as I said, main WP Security Ninja extension. So this is something I'm personally interested in as well. And then it says thousands of websites protected since 2011. So they're not new to this game, so to speak, right? So they've been in this type of business and this plugin, or in terms of at least the security of WordPress, they've been there for a while, as we can see. Now, complete WordPress site protection. Okay, so you can read, you can visit the website, you can read all of this yourself. I'm just scrolling down to just kind of, if you wanted to take a screenshot, you could do that. They've written some articles There's some reviews, protecting your business, WordPress website. So security is so critical, as we all know. So, and I'll talk a little bit more about different plugins and such, and what I have already on my website, and why am I thinking of using it? Why am I using it? And why I think it's quite important thing to do if you don't have a lot of these features in other plugins. Okay, and you may have other reasons, and I have mine, and I'll talk about that a little bit. Brute force attacks, malware for WordPress. So you can see they give you a lot of information here, so you can read up and you can make your decision based on this. Install and configure WP Security Ninja, limit user access and permissions, regular scan for vulnerabilities and malware. So that's an important thing, because you just don't know when things happen, unfortunately. So, I mean, that's the world we live in, and so this is it. Let me just scroll back up and show you really quick. Let me move to the right a little bit. Okay, I'm just going to hit pricing to show you pricing as of this recording. WordPress security made easy with WP Security Ninja. There are 5 different plans. One is solo, which is $39.99 per year. The second one is plan name called Team, which is $99.99 per year. Business plan is $149.99. And then professional uh, plan, which is $249 per year for 10 websites. So that's like, you if you have 10 websites, that's like less than $25 for 1 year per website, right? And the last one here, the fifth plan, is network, and that's $299 per year for 20 websites. And then it lists a whole bunch of features. So it pretty much has all the features except the white label, which is only available in the network plan. All right. So now there's some testimonials and stuff like that. But let me take you at the back end of my website now. So I'm at the back end of my website. This is one of my oldest, or actually the very first website, almost by now. It's almost 9 years, um, and it does need a bunch of cleanup, to be honest. And I do have other kind of similar plugins, like I was saying. um, I have WordFence, as you can see, which is a free version. And then I have down at the left here, as I'm showing with my cursor here, or mouse pointer, hide my WP Ghost. Okay, that's the full pro version, or whatever the name. It's the paid plugin that I'm using. So I still need to figure out like what features to use from all of these 3 plugins that I have now. Third being Security Ninja. So I believe there's probably some overlap, but some of those overlap features I could possibly turn off in the other 2 plugins, and like in any of the 3 out of the 3 plugins, I could turn them off in the other 1 or 2 if there overlaps, and then choose other features so that it's a good combination or complement, so they complement each other. Of course, we want a minimum number of plugins. Now, uh, I don't know at this point that if Security Ninja is uh, good enough, from my understanding, that I could possibly remove WordFence and or hide my WP Ghost. Something tells me, as much as I know, at this point that I'm going to need all three plugins. So a lot of people wondering like, okay, if I have hide my WP Ghost and or WordFence, why do I need Security Ninja? Well, okay, hopefully this video helps you in figuring things out when I show you. Mainly I'm focusing obviously in this video on Security Ninja. So I'm just going to run these tests, and if it takes too long, I'll pause, but I think it goes really, really fast. Okay. So I know about the WordPress core that needs to be updated. For some reason, it's been failing the WordPress core update. As you can see on the top left there, WordPress 6.5.3 is available, but this update keeps on failing for some reason. So I need to work on that. And I do know, as you can see here on the left here, that there are 11 plugins. I was having a hard time last night in updating. So there's something going on with my server where my website is. Okay. So now it's showing that there are some check if active plugins are compatible with your version of WordPress. So it's you can see it's checking for a lot of these, like, right, if themes are up to date. So seems like maybe the theme is outdated, one of them. Check if there are unnecessary themes. So I have no issues there. My PHP version, which is an important thing that it checks, all of that good stuff. Check if server response headers contain detailed PHP version info. So this one, and they offer you, like, let's just click on details here, right? So then really good thing here of what I see is, like, in some, like, if I Google it and I find some information about what do I do to remove, server response headers so that it doesn't have my detailed PHP version info or whatever, right? So if I want to hide that, right? Because some hackers may use that as a vulnerability or something. I'm not that techie in that area, but I trust some of these tests that that says hide this PHP version. So I trust that. But then my biggest issue is, like, how do I fix it? So this is really, really nice, as I see it, that now it gives you a little help there, a little code that this is what you can do. Now, if you don't know how to do that, now I'm not an expert, but with this information, I can go in at the back end of my server and dodge do. So now that you can see that there's a lot of checks here, and then let's just say this one also gives you a whole bunch of information to help you fix these things. All right. So I'm not going to actually do fixing here because I do want to kind of go through one by one, the ones that is showing failure or warning, right? I know that if the REST API links are shown in the code, so that may be an issue. So I want to take the time to actually go through one by one. Even if Security Ninja can help me, I just want to. So I don't want to take the time to actually run the fixing. What's important is that what are all the checks that it does, and then it explains what those are, whether they pass or fail, and then it provides guidance how to fix them if you want to fix them manually. Okay, so that, in my opinion, is like really great help. Okay, uh, so now I'm going to show you some other features here. So now I scroll back up, it gives you a summary that how many passed, how many warnings, how many failed, and a score based on that. And then you can certainly click on, failed ones, warning, passed, untested. Let's look at untested. Okay, untested, they're nothing. Okay, so everything was tested. All right. And now on the top here, so the first tab was test, where we ran the test, and then vulnerability. So there's some settings here for you to whether you want the vulnerability scanning or not, right? And then you can put in your email address, uh, who should get the warning if it shows up, right? Um, uh, Core scanner, you can look at the details of how many, this basically checks for the WordPress core files and stuff. And then uh, firewall, this is really awesome feature here. And right now, uh, you can actually prevent banned IPs from accessing the site, right? So this is the feature that I don't think I have in the uh, free version of WordFence, or even hide my WP Ghost. Okay, because WP Ghost works slightly differently. I'm not I don't remember all the features of Hide My WP Ghost. I had gone through it before, so maybe they do, but something tells me that they probably don't. And for the cloud firewall settings, you can do all the settings here, and you can do country specific blocking as well. All right. So this is something I know that at one point there was some issue on my website and I wanted to do that, but then I would have to get some other plugin or buy a paid version of WordFence or something along those lines. This would definitely, I haven't done any settings here. um, and one can actually do the country specific if you are getting hit by hackers, or somebody's attempting specifically from certain um, IP addresses and or countries. Okay, and then there is a scheduler here for scheduled scanning if you want to do so. I'm going to be setting those up, and you can get a report. You can do the scan settings, scan schedule, scheduler, and then malware scanner. You have that now. In my case, hang on a second. Files were, so maybe this one is a sample. This is a little confusing here. um, Files were last scanned 2019. Okay. So, okay, maybe I don't think I've done malware scanner or scanning uh, as yet. And event log, I don't know. These are just probably sample or something. I'm not sure. Um, this is okay. Ah, so I found out what was happening. It's for some reason, and I noticed that during my first install as well. So I'm not sure if it's a little bit confusing to me, and I'm not paying attention. But those tabs weren't quite kind of active. Those were just initial information type of sections or tabs. As you can see now, on the top, all the tabs are now highlighted, so to speak. And now if I go to individual tabs, now I can actually scan the core files, and then I can do malware scanning as well. If I click on malware, I can see scan your website. So I'm just going to go quickly, see how fast it goes. I don't want this video to be too long, but so so now it says the following files are unknown and should not be in your core folder. So that's interesting. These are all kind of error logs. Pretty much all of these are error logs. So I'm gonna, most likely is safe to do, but as a general practice, I'm just going to take a backup of my website, and I'm just going to delete these files. So that, I think I'm all for cleaning up stuff, and it seems like if they're just simply logs, and especially error logs, I don't need them. I don't think I need them. So I think I can trust this. Now let's scan for malware, right? So that's interesting. Scanning your website for malware. I don't know. So it sort of has its own page, so to speak, right? So let's see. So checking plugins for modifications, because if you have malware, maybe malware actually can alter your plugins, right? So how am I gonna know? So this is really good. Uh, and let's see. So it's scanning a website for malicious code. So maybe there's some code injection. Some hackers might do that. So certainly, and it's fairly fast. It's about 45 seconds by now. I could deal with that. So that's shouldn't be an issue. So far, I think I'm really liking it, to be honest. And Frank, I don't see any issues. You're more than welcome to use my affiliate link if I have one. Let's see. It says an undocumented error has occurred. Please reload the page and try again. So I don't know what that is. Um, well, let's just see. Do I really need to reload? Let me reload. I'll be back. So I reloaded the page. So it found 546 issues, which says modified plugin files. So uh, it's unknown files like Pretty Links Blogger Edition. So for some reason, it thinks that this may be malware. I know Pretty Links Blogger Edition, which I think actually I might be actually removing this plugin because I'm going to be using something else. So I haven't cleaned up from Pretty Links perspective. Okay. Firewall, I could enable. I'm not going to enable right now because I think I may have the firewall enabled through WordFence, or I'm also probably using Cloudflare. I need to check. In the scheduler, then it's all these options here. Uh, and the scan schedule option, there are tons of those, and then email report options, and you can enter your email, whichever one that you want to send the report to, and then you have a scan log right now, and you can also delete all log entries, and then events and white label options are there. Now, if I go on the bottom left here under Security Ninja fixes, you can enable some of these standard fixes that you want to hide WP version, for example. Uh, you want to disable debug mode. You want to disable plugin and theme editor. Sometimes you could be you could be doing something, and you just want to make it more intentional. So even if it's you yourself trying to do something, and you are trying, then you start editing, um, theme or plugin or whatever you're doing, depending on what your expertise is. I rarely touch them, but from a security standpoint, you might want to turn them on, meaning disable the editor so that it doesn't get edited by bot or hackers or something, right? Visitor log. So right now there is no visitor log because I just installed it after. So right now there is no entry. Then tools, and then there is a wizard as well that I have not used, and it walks you through in some automated fashion, and then goes through firewall fixes, and then you're done. So make it easy, make it simpler, so it's not overwhelming. Okay, but you could certainly, as I've shown, you could go through the other manual tabs of scanning of vulnerabilities or core files, or uh, what else do we have? Again, just wanted to mention those. Yeah, core scanner, malware, firewall settings, scheduler, all those kind of settings and manual checks, if you will. So That's all I got for you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.